to New York. Henrik Lundqvist and the Rangers trying to get back in this series on home ice. Justin JHatin for VSN welcoming you in to this game 2 between the New York Rangers and the New Jersey Devils. Devils lead this series 1-0, and a pass here to Kovalchuk. Fires, scores! And just like that, we have the opening goal. 28 seconds in, Kovalchuk just receives this pass from Salvador and just absolutely blasts it over the blocker. I guess Lundqvist wasn't even ready for it. Clearly it wasn't in the game on that shot. That was a stoppable puck too. I think he just did not expect the shot so early. And Kovalchuk blows one by him here, and it's 1-0. And that one's put into the corner by Mark Stahl. That one's fired into the end here. Picked up. No, it's not picked up. Scrapes by. Held in by Salvador. He's hit. Coming into the slot. Shoots one, and he scores! Off the pipe and in. Right into the slot area, wide open space, screen in front, in the back of the net. 2-0 in the first 2 minutes 47 seconds. And this is not how you want to start the hockey game if you're the New York Rangers. That's across to Salvador, another shot, and it's knocked aside by Lundqvist as he gets his first save of the night on his 3rd shot. Callahan fires one wide. Richards coming back, sends it to the point. Oh, it's going to go all the way down. Lundqvist out to play it. Makes a pass there, glove down by Brad Richards. Coming over the blue line. Sends one in front to Gaborik, and he goes high. Parise to Salvador. That one hits a skate, heads to Kovalchuk. Zajac over the line. Parise with a shot off the blocker. Rangers moving it out. Richards. Step on wrist, one, scores! Derek Stepan cuts the lead in half with that goal. Great pass from Richards, right to the outside wing, right on the face-off dot. And I guess Brodeur didn't move over fast enough. And so far, not even halfway through the first yet, we've had 3 goals. And I'm not sure if you can expect this high scoring to continue after this first period. I'm sure both Tortorella and Peter DeBoer are going to talk to their team about locking down defensively. Stepan comes in with Fedotenko. Back to the point. Shot doesn't make it through. Rebound in front was picked up by White. And then he's going to move it out. Over the line here. Pass coming up. Eliash. The shot hit a body. Over to Ralston. Fires off the blocker. As he's knocked down to the ice. Dubinsky to Fedotenko. And a nice drop pass there. And it's brought over the line. Sent into Eminger. Dubinsky. Coming in tight. Sends it back to the point. Shot. There goes wide. Fedotenko up against the glass. Can't move it out. Matt Green picks the puck up. Sorry, that's not Matt Green. Over the line here. Shot! And it hit the leg of the defenseman, and Lundqvist was able to make the stop. Didn't cover. Passed it out. Dubinsky sends that one into the zone. Just over 2.5 minutes to go. Flipped back around. Picked up by Steckel. And it's Talinder. That one's sent into the end. Picked up by Mark Stahl. Brandon Dubinsky. Shot there, hits a stick. Oh, tried to knock it out of the air was Boyle, but he went wide. And the period comes to an end with an Avery interception at center ice. And after one crazy period full of goals, it's 2-1 Devils. And if you're John Tortorella, you've got to get your goaltender back in this game. Just unfocused play so far from Henrik Lundqvist. And the Devils are going to be looking to capitalize on the off night that Henrik Lundqvist is having so far. Rangers trying to come back in the second period. They're down 2-1. Puck drop here for the second period, won by the Devils. Can they keep their offensive attack going? Will Lundqvist be able to handle the pressure in this game? Put up against the boards here is Stahl, picked out by Gerard. Oh, turned over. Gaborik gets the loose puck. And that was flipped into the end. And it'll be touched up by the Devils' defense. Oh, Salvador knocked to his knees. Callahan forces a turnover, but he's receives a nice hit back in return. And now Parise is up against the glass. Kicks it into the slot, and it's going to be picked up by Zajac. As that was a dangerous blind pass as Volchenkov sends that one around. Picked up by Parise up against the glass once more. And now it's Richards. He's up against the glass. Picked up by Zajac turned it over, actually. And now Girardi up the ice for the Rangers. Fires off of Brodeur, and it's going to be picked up by Salvador in the high slot as he moves it out. Sent in on the delayed offside. And a long pass up to Ryan Callahan. 2-on-2, has a man in front. Had Gaborik for a second, now he's heading back to the point. Stahl with a drive, and it hits the bodies in front. Might have gotten through to Brodeur, but it goes wide of the cage. Picked up by Callahan. Heading back out front. Across, Amminger's shot hits Parise, and now it's a chance the other way. Long pass over to Patrick Elias. Gets a nice move off there, and a shot is blocked by Lundqvist's blocker as he just dangled his way by. What an amazing deed. As now the Rangers on the attack after that amazing chance from Elias. In front there off the pads. Salvador moves it back to Elias. Will we see another move here? No, he tries to cut in. Centers to Zubris off the glove. Rebound chance goes wide. Ralston back in front. Shot and it goes wide. Elias back in front. Takes a wrister and it's wide. Missed chances here for the Devils. Emminger's not able to dig it out. Rebound off of the shot from Zubris, and it was cleared out finally by the Rangers. 2-on-2 here. Step on. Shot there. Benetenko's rebound chance was robbed by Brodeur. And that's a much-needed whistle for both of these teams, more so the Rangers, as it was all Devils for a second there, but none of them could find the net, and we still have the current score, 2-1, with just over a minute to go. Taddenby with a great move and a shot off the pads, and there's going to be a penalty assessed to the Rangers. It's going to be elbowing. It's going to be called against Brian Boyle, as he apparently elbowed Taddenby after the move. Looks like he didn't really elbow him at all, but I guess the referee had a different vantage point from our cameras. Tellender with a shot. Did it make it through? Puck goes loose into the corner. McDonough trying to battle for the puck. Loses it to Elias. Devils setting up the power play. Back in deep. Back out to the point. And they cycle the puck once more. Back in even deeper to Zajac. Out to Linder. Backhander is weakly covered by Henrik Lundqvist. And a whistle here. This penalty is going to carry over into the third period. 26 seconds remain here as we look at Salvador on the bench. Got the assist on Kovalchuk's goal in the first 28 seconds of the game as Kovalchuk's shot there is blocked by Gaborik. Ralston back at the point. Fires! It's wide. Picked up by Kovalchuk. Coming in and a shot hits the body. Taddenby back to the point. To Kovalchuk and his shot doesn't make it through. Chance the other way. No, Fedotenko's going to clear it down. Goes around the net. picked up by Ralston. Period ends. And no changes to the score after 2. After a great offensive attack display from the Devils in the mid-half of that period. Score is still 2-1 in favor of the Devils, as we see some of these missed shots here. Huge missed opportunities, and some great saves from Henrik Lundqvist. He seemed to have locked that down, but the Rangers' offense just has not woken up yet, and we'll see if Tortorella can get them up and going for the third period. Third period, and the puck drop here. Still 1:06 to go on the penalty, and the Rangers with an attack here as it's dumped into the end. Going to be picked up here by Dubinsky. Out in front, he sends it to Girardi. Quick shot hits Dubinsky and goes wide. Callahan coming around the net, sends it out to the point. Shot there, not going to make it through. And Kovalchuk picks up the loose puck. Dug out by Dubinsky. Now he's up against the glass. Callahan gets the puck. Across to Girardi, wide open at the point, and it goes off the blocker. And this is not a good start to this power play, as the Devils have been looking like they're on a penalty kill. 3 seconds to go, they finally get into the offensive zone, penalty over. Elias coming in, shot there, bounces aside. Zajac, out front, wide! Ralston with a chance, and it's swallowed by Lundqvist. Puck drop here. Boyle loses the puck, but Avery was able to recover it. McDonough over here. Fires! It's in the net! A hard slap shot from Ryan McDonough. And it finds its way into the shelf. Just came over and unloaded. I guess Brodeur didn't see it. Just over the glove, into the back of the net, and we have a tie game. Plenty of time left to go in this third. Palmieri in for the Devils. Centers in the shot, might have made it through, but it's turned aside. Coming across here. A shot's easily turned aside by the pads of Brodeur. Devils on the rush. Tries to get it back. Pelly's shot doesn't make it through. It's picked up by McDonough. Up against the glass. Loses it. Seckel coming in. Shot, and he scores, and he's taken down by Lundqvist after the puck's in the net. And it's 3-2. Devils retake the lead. He just walks right into the crease, puts the puck just under the blocker, and then he just runs into Lundqvist, falls on his chest, and loses his helmet. as the Devils take the lead on that play. And it's a 3-2 game now. There's another chance here. It's turned aside by Lundqvist. Anisimov to stall Girardi up to Prospel. Halfway through the third. Rangers down by 1. Shot there, didn't make it through. Volchenkov's going to move it out. Zach Parise, leading goal scorer in the playoffs so far. Sends one back to Kovalchuk. Shot off the blocker. Huge chance there for a rebound that is picked away by the Rangers. And they're on the rush here. A shot from Anisimov goes wide. Might have been off the stick of Brodeur. Unsure on that one. Girardi's drive into the glove of Brodeur. And frozen with an even 7 minutes to go. Devils have won 3/4 of the faceoffs tonight, as that number just declined. McCabe with a shot goes wide. Ralston all the way up to Eliash. Down to Ralston, and a shot there to make it through. Zubris off the blocker up tight. Coming back around. To the point, sends it in deep. Eliash. Out to Zubris in the slot. Scores! Just got by the pad, and it's 4-2. The 180-degree turn might have thrown Lundqvist off as to when he was going to release the shot, but he let it go before he was even around, and Ralston with a screen in front, all contributing factors to the goal. As now the Rangers are down by 2, this period almost over. Parise to Kovalchuk, shot here, and Lundqvist swallows the rebound with 3 minutes to go. Puck dropped here, Zajac to Kovalchuk, and it's intercepted by Ryan Callahan. Puts it around the boards. There's Green. Callahan, backhander there, was wide of the cage, off the side of the net. Brodeur was able to pick it out and cover it. Just over a minute remains. Devils are poised to take this game too, and take a 2-0 series lead back to New Jersey. Face-off won by Richards. Stahl with a drive. Hits Richards and goes wide. Back out front to Girardi and a shot off the blocker. Lundqvist being pulled here. To Zajac. And I'm not sure how smart of an opportunity this is. I know he's going to dump it in, as I thought for sure he'd have an empty net chance. Going to be dug out here. Zajac. Parise shoots on the empty net and scores. And it's 5-2. And he extends his lead on the leading goal scoring as 7th goal right there. One of the best players in these playoffs. Just over 30 seconds to go. It's Stepan for the Rangers. And that was duffed on. And it's turned the other way. Ralston sends it around. It's going to be picked up by McCabe. Dug out by Zubris. Oh, and he's hit off the back of the cage, and it comes off the moorings. Oh my! Dinas Zubris just got thrown on the back of the net, and it just pushed into the back of Lundqvist. And it's going to be an offensive zone face-off. Zubris to Salvador, shot, huge rebound, save! Another shot, save! Zubris finally scores! What a play there! Oh my gosh, Henrik Lundqvist made 3 stops in a row and couldn't handle the next one. Oh my! Look at this amazing goaltending before finally giving up the goal. As Zubris just hard work and got to every rebound. The Rangers defense just fell asleep, didn't help them at all. And it's 6-2 as that shot goes wide. Eminger's drive into the glove of Brodeur. And just 6 seconds to go here before the Devils skate to a 2-0 lead in this series. Horn sounds, and they'll head to New Jersey with a 2-game lead in the series, as the Devils are still undefeated in this year's playoffs. Looking for another sweep here against the Rangers, but I'm sure that's unlikely to happen. Rangers are the 1 seed, and they've been playing good hockey lately, yet not so much in this series. As Justin Hatt here for BSN, thanking you for joining us for tonight's presentation of Rangers-Devils Game 2, and we hope to see you in the future games. Thank you for watching tonight. We hope you enjoyed this hell of a game, and good night.